And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting nine for your Nashua Silver Knights. Leading off and playing left field from Southern New Hampshire University, number 4, Tom Blandini. Batting second and catching from Virginia Tech, number 2, Nick Biddison. Batting third and playing center field from Marymount University, number 1, Luke Tyree. Batting fourth and playing first base from Franklin Pierce University, number 33, Teddy Bonnet. Batting fifth, the designated hitter from UMass Lowell, number 9, Kyle Maurice. Batting sixth and playing second base from the University of Houston, number 3, Tyler Littlefield. Batting seventh and playing shortstop from Texas University, number 38, Bryce Regan. Batting eighth and playing right field from Tennessee Tech, number 16, J.D. Fong. And batting ninth, playing third base from Assumption College, number 13, Jared Brescia. And pitching for the Silver Knights today from Tufts University, number 26, Spencer Langdon. The umpires this morning are Alan Gorowitz and Rich Gianti. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps, as today we welcome Creative Years, who will be singing our national anthem.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to what I call Yellow Bus Day here at Holman Stadium at NashuaETV. It's Education Day for the Nashua Silver Knights. We are the education station in Nashua, so it makes sense that we're here today as well. I'm Tom King, along with the, I'm going to call him semi-retired, Robert Bates. Bob will be doing a lot of your he'll be doing the play-by-play today. I'll be in and out with the color. But today, this is the weather has been good for us in terms of Mother Nature giving us a window to play this game. Luckily, it is supposed to be rain later in the day, but the sun came out around 9:30 this morning, and that got everybody all pumped up. And the fans and the kids are all arriving at the ballpark as it's a group day for Nashua schools who all come out to this game. It's the Nashua Silver Knights against the Martha's Vineyard Sharks. And Robert, they were keeping your kind of hours. They were on a ferry at 7 a.m. this morning. How about that? That's like 2 in the afternoon for you, right?
That's almost that's a heck of an early hour to take a cruise, my friend.
It sure is. And the Sharks the plan was that they would play here Monday night and stay over and then be here for the Tuesday morning game. But Mother Nature didn't cooperate. Yesterday it was raining half the day. The field was a mess. It was all wet in the outfield. So when Martha's Vineyard is the visiting team, you've got to make that call around noontime, and they did because they've got a long way to travel. They didn't want them coming up here for nothing. So the Sharks stayed on the Vineyard last night, and here they are today. And it's a 1-3 Silver Knights team with Spencer Langdon, who's out of Tufts University. He's a Texas native. So this weather is probably like,
this is middle
very
of winter
comfortable.
to him.
It's winter to him, exactly. Right-hander on the mound. He looks tall, and this should be an interesting ball game. The Silver Knights usually win on this day.
We'll look for a good victory here this morning.
And we are underway.
Our leadoff batter for the Vineyard Sharks is Matt Chamberlain. He's the center fielder.
Catchers never lead off, Bob, huh? No, catchers never do. Why is that?
Not especially fleet of foot, I expect.
Fights off the first pitch.
First pitch, and he will drop it into center field for an out. So we have one up, one pitch, one out. A nice, efficient start to today's game.
Fights off that inside pitch right away, swings at the first pitch. So
at the plate now is Tate Colwick, second baseman.
I don't know. If I took a 7 a.m. ferry in the morning and then the 2-hour bus ride or whatever it is from Woods Hole or wherever the ferry dropped them off to come up here, I don't know if I'd be swinging at all. I just sit there, to put it over the plate, maybe I'll swing at it later on when I'm awake.
Well, they commented that they hadn't had a chance to get here in time for batting practice. So, but they assured me they didn't need any.
I don't think they wanted any.
Lifts the ball.
Off the glove of Bryce Regan, who really didn't need to jump.
Yeah, he started off towards left field, and so
ball tailed on him, Bob. But I don't think Bryce is pretty tall. All he had to do was raise the glove up. He would have made that catch. I think.
From where he stood. Yeah.
Yep.
So up now is third baseman Jackson Rapper.
We're going to give Regan an error on that. That was a catchable ball.
Oh, easy.
E6 is the call. And the Silver Knights, with Tyler Littlefield as short, and now Regan. Regan is a more natural shortstop than Littlefield. So for him to miss that play is a little out of the ordinary.
Yeah, really.
But Littlefield really had problems the first 3 games
yeah.
at shortstop. And Regan signing with this team was a blessing. Langdon is going to throw over a lot as the Sharks will try to run if they can. Put some pressure on
lanky right-hander.
That's what I would do at an offense. Don't forget, baseball players are really nocturnal. So if I'm a team that's going to get guys on base in a morning game, I'm going to want to put pressure on the defense, make them think and make them make plays. And there's a base hit.
Base hit into right field. Runners at first and second now. And shortstop, number 15, Brian Ronay, will be your batter. Ronay loosens up and steps into that left-handed batter's box. Check that right-handed batter's box. It's too early in the morning. I got to get my eyeballs focused here. Gets past. Florida gets past the catcher, Nick Biddison, and he tosses it down to second to try to catch. Runner off of second, Colwick. Lots of kids here today. Education Day. It's always an exciting time in the school system. We'll introduce you to some of the groups of kids that are here, youngsters. Great to see the youngsters turn out today. And they're here by the busload, folks. Two balls, no strikes now. Langdon's pitch is a little low and outside for ball 3. Langdon's pitch is in there for a called strike. Renee taking all the way. Ball 4. It was not ball 4. It was strike 2. Renee trying to get the call from the umpire. Couldn't coax him into it. Langdon's pitch is hit down the left field line. There'll be a run scoring double. Run scoring double for Renee.
The right fielder from Bucknell, number 4, Luke Hartman.
And at the plate now is right fielder number 4, Luke Hartman. Hartman hails from Birmingham, Alabama, goes to Bucknell. Stands in there with 1 out. Runners at second and third. Takes ball outside. 2-1 now with the count. Ball's hit.
Now batting, the first baseman from Springfield College, number 41, Hunter Romero.
Fly ball and brings in a run. So with 2 out now and a runner at third, the batter is first baseman Hunter Romero. Bach brings in the runner from third. Wow. A little bit shaky start here now for Langdon and the Knights. Oh, it's over into the foul area, and it's foul ball. Down towards the right field refreshment stand. 0-2 now. The base is cleared. Fouled off. Youngsters are still filing in. And a swing and a miss. That wraps up the first inning. So it's 3 runs on 2 hits for the Martha's Vineyard Sharks.
Hello everyone, welcome to Holman Stadium. Today we have 3 contenders racing in a potato sack from Nashua Middle School. Can I have your name?
Jack Goodwin.
Emma McBorney. And Travis Spencer.
All right, I'm going to count you down, and then you're going to race to Kirsten. 3, 2, 1, go! I think our friend Emma won. Congratulations, guys.
Fans, be sure to keep up with the Silver Knights through our social media outlets. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Leading off for the Silver Knights, the left fielder from...
Leadoff batter will be left fielder Tom Blandini. Our PA announcer gives it the big introduction for the home team. Sean Babineau on the mound for the Sharks. Andini fouls one off and falls harmlessly in front of the Sharks pitching bench. Sean Babineau comes from Ashland, Massachusetts. And he goes to Springfield College where he's a junior. So Babineau's pitch is lofted into center field where it's taken by Tom Chamberlain. Catcher Nick Biddison bats second for the Knights. Biddison's a freshman at Virginia Tech, hailing from Glen Allen, Virginia. He takes outside. Count is 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2 now. Hope Ton didn't fool you with the sun coming out at 9 o'clock. Fouled off just the tip of the bat. But there is not much sun here, folks. It's clouded in pretty good shape, and it's sweater weather here at beautiful Holman Stadium. Foul ball back. Off to our right.
After the second inning, the buffet tables by the right field contestants and the Dragons there will be ready for chips and hot dogs after the second inning.
There's a few season ticket holders here that are looking bewilderedly around at the youngsters all around. Season ticket holders have been invited to the
Now batting for the Silver Knights.
Suite, the main suite upstairs for the duration of the game. Center fielder Luke Tyree will be your batter. Stands in with a runner on first base. Babineau winds and delivers, and low for ball one. One and one now. Tyree has been here before. He was here last year. He's from Marymount University. A senior. He's from Chesterfield, Virginia. Lofted in the air and taken in center field by Chamberlain. First baseman now, it's number 33, Teddy Bodette. It's an enthusiastic crowd here, folks. These youngsters are having the time of their lives. Ball's lifted to right field where it's taken by Hartman for the third out. So for your Silver Knights, it's no runs, no hits. There was one man left on base.
From Fairgrounds Middle School. If she can answer this question correctly, her entire class wins free popcorn from Chunky's Movie Theater. Are you ready, Miss Boyven?
I am ready.
The question is, who did the Nashua Silver Knights last game, who did they play?
The Brockton Rock.
That is correct. Congratulations. Your whole class has won popcorn.
Yeah, we told you, still far, we're that much closer, and there ain't no way that we're leaving.
Folks, for those of you who haven't been out here to the ballpark yet this year, this is a great take for your evening's entertainment. Tickets are $6 a piece. Parking is free. Continual entertainment between what is on the field and the in-between the inning stuff that the folks put on here. The staff here for the Silver Knights is really attentive to the needs of their clients here. So if you haven't been out, come on out and join us. We have a great time out here. It'll be the 8th, 9th, and leadoff batter for the Sharks. So leading off for the Sharks, it's Brandon Stone, the designated hitter. Take strike one. Back up the middle, and Langdon has it. And the ball gets away from the first baseman, and Stone is down at second base on the error. What do we give that, an E1 or an E3? E3 on the miss. Miss on the catch. Your batter is catcher Josh Spiegel. Fouls off a ball. We'll see if we can pick out the various different schools that are in attendance here. Ball gets away from catcher Nick Biddison. And the runner, Stone, scampers over to third base. That would go as a pass ball then. Foul ball down the third base line. I think most of the kids are down at the refreshment stand. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Biddison. The runner is at first base with a pass ball. Stepping in, right-handed batter, left fielder, number 2, Kai Nelson. Takes strike 1. Nelson's in there, runners at first and third. Foul ball down the third base side. Runner Josh Spiegel has to trot back to first base. I'd often wondered if these runners get tired of running back and forth sometimes when the batters repeatedly foul them off. Ball outside. Another ball outside. He gets away a little bit from Biddison. And as a result, Spiegel takes second base. So we have runners at second and third. No outs here. And a 2-2 count. Ball hit down to second base. Second baseman Littlefield tosses it over to first. Didn't no time to make the play at home. Run will score. We got 1 out now. And it's top of the order now, Matt Chamberlain. Center fielder.
Now batting, the second baseman from Vanderbilt University.
One pitch and right down to first base. Here it's taken easily. Now we got 2 outs. Glimmer of hope here for your Silver Knights. Tate Colwick is your batter. Colwick takes ball 1. And he looks at strike 1. My heart goes out to all of the chaperones and teachers that are here today looking after these youngsters. There's so many things to distract them, like the refreshment stands, like the play on the field, chasing foul balls. So, fly out ends the inning. So the Sharks pick up a run on no hits. There was 1 error. There was 1 man left on base.
In the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in
sir, the ever popular T-shirt toss. Shall we highlight Mount Pleasant School? They're in section 105, right down in front of us here, Tim. Tim O'Neill is our cameraman, videographer. Is that the right term, Tim? Call him whatever you want, as long as he gets his paycheck, right? That's Mount Pleasant School right down here in section 105. A large group here from Mount Pleasant School.
Designated hitter from UMass Lowell, number 9, Kyle Maurice.
Leading off now for your Silver Knights, it's Kyle Maurice, the designated hitter. So we go into the last half of the second inning. Big swing and a miss. Foul ball. Yes, he went. And that would be strike 3.
Now batting for the Silver Knights.
And we'll bring in Tyler Littlefield, the second baseman.
Turned on my L's in my last hands. See the whip pulling up, it's like skirt. Dreams pulling up, I'm like skirt. I'm living my best life. It's my birthday, at least that's what I'm dressed like.
And Tom King is back joining us. Thomas, welcome back.
Thank you, Robert. It's a little sprinkling out there.
I thought I saw an umbrella earlier.
Yep.
Well, that's exciting. We'll thrill the heck out of the chaperones.
What's thrilling? Yeah, exactly. What's thrilling the kids is the fact that that buffet line is the buffet line is all set. Being the man about town with the cruises like you are, you're used to those. So.
No, I don't go on those. I do the sit-down serve-em meals.
Oh, really?
I'm an old timer, you know.
Oh,
we do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, but the buffets are open all night long, though, Robert. That's the
well,
key.
you'd go to both then.
That's right.
You can tell by looking at me.
Midnight snack. Yeah, me too. There's a lot of kids here today.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's I was down in the midway through the first inning, and there was still a line out. They had the kids lined up out along the gate to still get in. I imagine just about everybody who's bringing kids here today at any school has brought them by now.
I would imagine by now, yeah.
Right.
Still a lot of room in some of the sections. Oh, nice play to end the inning. So if it's 1-2-3 for the Silver Knights in the last of the second inning.
Pete Johnson just told me a bus from Drake at Mass was out there. I didn't see that.
Drake it. Now, I've got a couple of schools. Here's the list of the schools that are in attendance today and the sections they're sitting in. We just highlighted
Mount
Pleasant, which is trying to start the wave, maybe.
The wave, yep, they're trying.
Yeah. Also in section 105 is Inglesby School. I don't recognize
That's got to be
Ingalls.
the Draken School.
It could well be.
I bet that is.
I think
Project
so.
Drive,
Yeah.
104, Pennachuck in 206, 207.
Don't go so fast. Tim can't go that fast.
Okay. Tim can do anything.
Oh, Tim, yeah, I realize that. One of the few things that I've remembered over my long years. Yeah, Project Drive in section 104. A reasonable contingent here in section 104. I'm not sure whether the group to the left side of 104 or that group over on the right side of 204. However, Project Drive, we're glad to have you here. We'll pick up some of the rest of the schools in attendance here shortly as we begin the top of the third inning. Leadoff batter for the Sharks is Jackson Rapper, the third baseman. Rapper singled and scored in the first inning. And he attacks the first pitch and lines it foul over to the right field side. Oh dear, see a scattering of raincoats coming out here now. That's not a good thing to do. We don't like to have rain on our parade here. Harper takes, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Langdon's bringing him with a little velocity here. The last pitch was 82 miles an hour. Ball is fouled off.
Tough when you start a game, as BJ Everett told me before the start of the season, that they had to play better at home.
Yes.
And one of the things is that if you notice in a lot of the games last year, and you were at a lot of the games.
I was.
You're a season ticket holder, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought. So you were at a lot of games. How many games did they start off giving up 1 or 2 or 3 runs in the first inning?
And then came back like a storm.
Yeah, but they gave up a lot of those runs.
Yeah.
And he said that's got to stop because they were only 13. They were 13 and 14 during the regular season at home.
Yeah.
They ought to lose a minimum 6 games here.
Ball is over. Oh, great try.
Surprise.
First base.
But you notice that all the kids in the hot dog line did not run after that ball because they want their lunch.
They've got their priorities right.
They want their lunch. They got the priorities right. No doubt about it.
Is there a similar line down at the refreshment stand on the concourse?
I'm afraid to look.
Kids don't feel the rain here, though.
They don't care.
It's just us adults.
Langdon has been laboring. His defense hasn't helped him. He didn't help himself out with that error on the high throw.
No, he didn't. But
you know,
in general, he's had there's been a couple of whether they became officially passed balls or balls that just got a little bit loose. They had to have been passed balls because bases were taken on them. Not helping the cause at all. Up. A lot
ball
of
bounced, so strikeout. 2-3.
Yep.
This is the easiest inning he's had so far. 4-0 to score. We're in the top of the third.
Moving along here. Stepping in now is Luke Hartman.
Now, I think they should give an award on Education Day.
To whom?
To the kid who comes in, sits down, and stays in his seat for the entire game. Worcester having their Education Day today. Mobbed.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Good for the league. And
3 up, 3 down on the ground
that
out to
was
second
quick.
base.
Nice.
Played 2.5 at Holman. It's 4-0 in favor of the Sharks.
Sharks.
Martha's Vineyard Sharks. And we got a Frisbee catching dog on the field.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I haven't seen him for a
know
while.
we were gonna have
There
that
he goes. Yeah, I didn't either. Oh, it's a fan favorite. Whoa, look out. Well, the dog is doing about as...
Oh, there he is.
He got one.
I could do that.
Which? Catch him or throw him?
Sure, catch him. Run after him and catch him with my mouth. Sure, I can do that. Easy. That's easy.
Do you bark too?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
If I do a good job, you got to scratch my tummy. How's that?
Oh, I don't want to go there. That's a little spooky for me.
A lot to scratch, let me tell you.
All right. Everybody's standing here waiting, and we need the...
It's the bat phone, Robert.
That's
That's
my
yours.
bat phone? That's okay. Well...
And stepping in for Nashua here leading off, J.D. Funk. Funk is an interesting situation. He's a prep school kid who was signed out of the tryout, but he's a temp because they can only have so many non-college players. Players, in other words, who have not played college ball yet.
Didn't know that.
So they've got a couple coming, and they've got, that they've committed to through their schools that are their colleges. Now, the problem we have now on the field is the dog doesn't want to leave the field.
Dog thinks it's pretty cool. Well,
what he's got to do is he's got to get rid of the Frisbee. Oh, this is a riot.
There we go. Now he's got him going in the right direction.
Now he's got to chase.
The dog doesn't. Okay, folks, now we have a... This is not the scheduled entertainment.
No, but the dog does not want to leave the field.
And his owner is over there pleading with him. The players and the coaches aren't going to be able to catch him. He's going to go out and say hi to the...
Yep, the owner's got to get out there and get his dog.
Hi to Babineau, pitcher.
The dog still wants to catch the Frisbees.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. He's out there. And
So we have a dog delay here at Holman Stadium.
This is the first time we've ever had one.
I've seen a zillion of these dog Frisbee acts. Never seen this before.
Didn't we once? We once had a skunk act here, didn't we?
Yep. There he is.
There we
He's
go.
going off the field.
All right,
he
big
goes.
hand now.
And now the kids are going to chase him, so the owner's got to chase after his dog.
All right, well, he's off the field. Let's get the game going again.
That was a riot.
That's cool. All right, let's see here. Where are we? We got J.D. Funk. Leads off. Fouls off the first one. Back into the screen. People always flinch, even though the screen's there.
Now, the funny thing about that act is it would have drawn raves from the kids, but they're all in the lines.
Yeah.
So they can't, they're not even there. half of them weren't even aware of it.
This is incredible, though. There are more, it looks like there's more kids down in front of the refreshment stand than there are.
There are.
In the stands here. This
hot
is
dog,
cool.
Everything, get a hot dog and chips with your tickets.
All right. First things first. Fouled in the air and will be taken by Romero in foul ground with one out. Jared Brescia, the third baseman, will be the batter. Steps in from the right-hand side. Brescia's from nearby Brentwood, New Hampshire.
Yeah, there's a few New Hampshire natives on this team.
Yeah,
and, of course, the local is Spencer Bergeron,
yeah,
relief pitcher, who came in the other day. He's made 2 local appearances in the last 4 days. Made a nice play defensively at second base on Friday night when he was able to get over and see no one was covering second.
An excellent play,
yep.
Yes, sir.
And he had the length to get there. That could drop, but I think it is.
And
the Silver Knights have their first hit.
That'll bring up top of the order now, Tom Blandini. Blandini skied to center.
Well, the thing about Blandini, Bob, is he was a utility player last year. Didn't really hit that well, but was clutch in the playoffs. And took that into the regular season this spring at Southern New Hampshire University and became a top player for them. Had a great junior season. Remember, this is a very young Silver Knights team. A lot of sophomores, freshmen, and high school players, high school graduates on this team.
Bergeron, the red shirt freshman.
Yeah, red-shirted. Had Tommy John, I believe, last year. So didn't pitch at all at UMass Amherst.
Badman Otas is over to first.
Tomorrow here at Holman Stadium, there'll be the Division I semifinals.
Looking forward to that. Hopefully the weather will be better.
There are no Nashua teams involved.
Sadly.
Yep. It'll be Pinkerton. Bob, you got to do something about that phone. You're a popular guy. Pinkerton will play tomorrow in the first game against Exeter at 4. And then it'll be Concord and Bedford at 7. Bedford, of course, with the
swing and a miss from Biddison.
Newest New Hampshire baseball celebrity, Grant Levine, who was just drafted. In the second round as the 42nd pick overall by the Colorado Rockies, who was supposed to play here this summer, but likely won't.
Decision still yet to be made. But,
well, I think that decision's made, but it's just
hasn't been announced yet.
You're not going to want him. He's not going to want to be out there playing and risk injury. He's going to play for his high school, and then that'll be it. Then he'll negotiate with the Rockies, sign a contract, and they've got till July 15th to sign him. And it could be, from what I hear, a 7-figure bonus.
Well, good for him. People moan and groan about the salaries that ball players get, but by golly, if owners are fool enough to pay them that much, then by golly, they should get it.
I think they moan and groan about it, but the thing is with the salaries, and it was so predictable back in the 70s when free agency came about, is that ticket prices were going to go up.
Oh, it certainly did.
Because you got to pay for it somehow, and fans are paying for a lot of those prices. And probably one of the most expensive tickets is Boston.
Right down here in Fenway Park.
Supply and demand.
And they're always full.
Oh, bounce throw to first.
Ooh.
Well, they hadn't been
pickup.
full lately. You know, they had last year. They the solid streak ended and everything else. So it's they've
nothing succeeds like success.
Right. That
Biddison lifts one.
It will drop.
It's dropped. Biddison holds up at first, and Brescia scoots over to third base.
There with Tyree up.
It's the second Texas Leaguer that's dropped in here.
If you weren't down,
center fielder Luke Tyree.
If you weren't down 4 runs, you'd think about a squeeze here, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
Got to make up an awful lot of runs here. There's 2 outs. I think I'd want to try squeezing them.
The question I wonder this year with this team is, do they have the bats to come back from early deficits like they had last year?
Like we've done today, yeah.
Do they have the bats to do it? Tyree fouls it off. 1-1.
Looks like a pretty lively backstop here.
Well, the ball bounces off it.
Doesn't it?
And so you've got to be careful if you're a base runner. If the ball gets by the catcher, it's not an automatic visit to home.
And it occurs to me that it might be a good defensive play sometime to try to play that.
And speaking of defensive plays, a nice play at second, and that'll do it.
Yep, 4-3, and that's the third out for the last of the third inning. So we got 2 hits, 2 men left on base.
We're third in the books. It's 4-0. Martha's Vineyard over Nashua.
Such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me want to savor every moment slowly, slowly.
We have 3 middle schoolers here today competing in a musical chairs contest. Let's see who's gonna win. I'm sorry, bud. Stand right over here. Two remaining. Let's see who's gonna be.
Cool late morning here at Holman Stadium. 4-0 to score.
Another umbrella comes popping up.
Yes.
Not a good thing.
Well, I mean, if you look around, the blue sky that we saw at 10 o'clock in the morning is pretty much gone. It's a little lighter over to our right behind home plate, but
unfortunately, that's the weather that's by us, I think.
Yes, exactly. So we are, it's going to be a damp early afternoon, just a question of, how it works. Four nothing Nashua trailing. It looks like Martha's Vineyard wide awake and raring to go, Robert.
They certainly
just like you
jumped out. Oh gosh, yes. Oh, you don't know. Leading off will be Teddy Bodette, the first baseman. He flied to right field earlier on. Steps in from the right side.
Now batting, the designated hitter from Boston College, number 17, Brandon Stone.
Brandon Stone steps in, runner at first, nobody out.
Stone, the designated hitter, he reached on an error. Two-base error. And eventually scored on a pass ball.
I think the biggest ovation we got today was from the teacher who got the trivia question right. So, not trivia question, just the current events question right.
Yep.
So won free popcorn for her school, for her class.
Hero for the rest of the rest of the
year.
season. Yep,
Yeah,
rest of the year. Yes, sir.
School's closing at 20th, 21st, something like that. I think I saw
so.
that. Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty late, but
now
had a little snow this year.
Snow days, a little ice here and there.
Yeah. All manner of evil.
Two hit by pitch and a walk
Ooh.
to start the inning. So he's not. Langdon is
Jeez.
giving up free passes.
Number 14, Josh Spiegel.
Not good.
Tough start. Catcher Josh Spiegel steps in. The runner at first and second, nobody out. It's kind of familiar territory here.
Isn't it though? Both teams did not play yesterday.
Both of them rained, well, were to play here. It rained out.
Not a lot of velocity with Langdon's pitches. You notice that?
Mm.
It was more of a curve, you know, here it is, see it, hit it. But if you can't get those breaking balls over, he's
in trouble, and he's labored, as you noted.
There's the strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Silver Knights have 4 errors on the board, but I think one of those was given to the catcher, but it should have been a pass ball, not a
Should have been, yes, I agree.
I'll see if he'll change that. Popped up. Uh-oh, slow start.
It's going to be taken by the left fielder, Blandini.
Yeah, Blandini slipped and
getting a little greasy.
Recovered in time to come in and make the catch. Regan saw it and moved over there. So Regan could have gotten it if he had to. He did a good job to get over there and cover for Blandini, who had momentarily slipped. But short fly ball, no one advances. I don't know, up 4-0, I might have tried to force the issue there.
With that short of,
Yeah, I think I might have. Just Blandini would have had to throw on a run.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's a tough
that's
call.
tough, yeah. So with one out here, now we have Kai Nelson. The left fielder.
I think you're going to see the runners in motion at some point here.
Bittison's had some.
And
well, there they go.
In motion now. They're going to make the play at second. No. Wild pitch.
Bittison tries to get the runner at second. No luck. So we got a wild pitch that brings the runners, both runners, forward. Oh, 0-2 is the count. The number 9 batter. He watches one low.
Inside and low. Infield is now in for the Silver Knights. They've been playing back a lot during this game. Two runs have scored on RBI groundouts. They're in now, in on the grass. Regan really in on the grass. It's short.
Really?
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Yeah, it's 2 now. That brings up top of the order now center fielder Matt Chamberlain.
Flown out and grounded out.
Flied to left and grounded to first, unassisted. Folks, as I work beside Tom here, I'm continually amazed. I'm writing stuff down here, but he's doing it from memory.
Oh, we have another balk.
Another balk.
Another balk.
Oh, mercy.
That is 2 balks on Langdon, and BJ never has seen enough. He's going to take him out. 5-0 to score on a balk.
On a balk.
The second one.
Oh, my.
Yeah, not happy.
Now, Langdon has struggled mightily.
So there's a pitching change here at Holman Stadium. It's a 5-0 ball game.
See if we can crane the camera around and pick up the school that's in. Penachuk is out in section 206 and 207, way around to. I can't get that far, Tim. It's too bad. All right. Penachuk, we welcome you here and give you a big tip of the hat. Can't squeeze the camera around far enough to take a look at you. Welcome, welcome. It looks like you are well represented. Fairground School, I think, is all down at the refreshment stand right now.
Dan Shaw.
Dan Shaw is our new
pitcher right now for the Silver Knights. 6'2", right-hander out of Clark University, Arlington, Mass. He'll be a senior this year. One of the more experienced players here.
More importantly, can he get a ball over the plate?
That's the big question. No, not there.
That's not so good.
That hit him, so if it hits him, the runner's got to go back to third.
That's right.
So no
ball is dead.
There.
Ball is dead. Yep.
Dead ball.
So that was Chamberlain.
So Chamberlain gets hit.
And that brings up second baseman Tom Colwick. Colwick reached on an error and flied out.
Not a good start to the season for Nashua. They would fall to 1-4 if they lose this game.
It's high and away.
I'm looking for Chamberlain to steal second here. I don't think Shaw's paying a whole.
Automatic.
Shaw's not paying a whole lot of attention to him. But I don't know how the track is. Oh, he was thinking about it.
Yep.
I don't know how the track is not really great. It looks muddy from the rain. Even though the field was tarped, it still is going to make it moist.
It's still pretty wet, apparently, down at the shortstop hole.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Swing and a miss. Shaw with a lot more velocity than we saw from Langdon.
That's a good thing. Kids pick up the chant here.
Yeah, strike them out. They know the count. There he goes. Runner goes. Throw down a second. No, it gets by. And it's going to be.
Runner scores.
Yep. And safe at third.
Safe at third is Chamberlain.
So there is the fourth error on an E2. As the throw sailed away. And it's 6-0 Martha's Vineyard on the error. They have scored on everything. Do you know, they have scored only one run on a base hit in this ball game.
That's true.
And that was the RBI double in the first inning.
Yep.
That's the only run they've scored on a hit.
The RBI double by
Two RBI ground outs, 2 balks, and an error right there for the other 5 runs.
Mercy.
Not good. And a 6-0 game. Popped
Ball's
up.
lifted into right field and taken by right fielder J.D. Funk. And mercifully, that inning is over.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly.
So it was 2 runs without a hit and 1 man left on base at the end, at the top of the 4th inning for the Martha's Vineyard Sharks. I guess.
Sharks they're not exactly biting, but they're swimming today. So.
Well, they sure as heck are taking advantage of everything they tossed to them.
I'll tell you what, watching all these kids with this food is making me really hungry. I just ate breakfast a little while ago.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I'm not sure what we're doing down here. Did you catch that, Tom?
It's some kind of karaoke type.
Awesome. All right, let's see how the Fabulous does over here.
Oh, I think it's sing the next line.
Yep. And the kids just singing along. I love it. That's great.
Getting a lot of help. Kids.
Awesome job, girls. You guys both steady.
Contestants are getting a lot of help. That's cool. Silver Knights leadoff batter will be Luke Tyree. Check that, Teddy Bodette. First baseman fly to right. His first time up. And he takes a lusty swing and a miss. Scoreboard showed 66 miles an hour for the. Not sure that was the swing of the bat or the speed of the pitch. Lined over to third, and Rapper tosses out Bodette.
Now batting, the designated hitter from UMass Lowell, number 9, Kyle Maurice.
Now we have Tyler Maurice, the designated hitter. He struck out in his first appearance. Avenel's cruised right along here. He's given up 2 Texas League hits. Avenel's pitch is in for a strike. Pop to first base. Romero grabs it.
Now batting.
And we have 2 out.
Number 3, Tyler Littlefield.
And now we have number 3, who is second baseman Tyler Littlefield. Littlefield's at second base today. take strike one. And we'll set the second one. And that was a strikeout for Dabino, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base for the Silver Knights.
If everyone would turn their attention to the home base dugout, we have two contenders here trying to throw a ball into a bucket. If they do, they win a cool prize. What's your name?
Middle school.
And you?
Abby from Fairgrounds Middle School.
All right, let's see how well you guys can throw.
Okay, we got two kids over behind the first base dugout. Going to try to throw a baseball into the bucket now.
I think
if
they're
they
the only
can
two
do
kids
that.
in the park that aren't in a concession line.
Well, let's see if they can throw that into the. If they can throw that ball into that bucket,
let's see.
We better sign them up.
Close.
We better sign them up. No go. So let's see, who else do we have here today? We've got also in section 104 down in front of us here is Project Drive. I'm not sure, perhaps they're the ones to the extreme right, or left rather. And let's see, in section 102, which would be over to the, I don't see many people over there. Perhaps they're the ones that are in the refreshment line right now. Section 102 is Fairgrounds School, and that ought to be a pretty big contingent. So there aren't too many of them down there. Perhaps those are the ones who are having their friends bring them back a load of goodies. Let's see a few umbrellas still up here. There appears to be sprinkling lately here.
Yes, it's still sprinkling out there.
Doesn't seem to be bothering a whole lot of folks here. Of course, all of the old timers, many of which are season ticket holders, including me, are undercover. The old season ticket holders had been invited into the luxury suite.
Were you guys invited into the suites today?
Yeah,
Is that what they can do?
Yeah.
Because I noticed the suites are pretty full up there. So
as they should be in any case.
Ronai steps in now with one out, nobody on. 6-0 Martha's Vineyard. We're in the fifth.
So Ronay.
So at the end of this, if Nashua hits, it'll be an official. Well, at the end of this half inning, it'll be an official game. In case you're wondering about the weather.
Ronay, the shortstop, he's the one that doubled in the only
run by a hit.
Yeah.
Of the 6.
Yep. And we'll bring up Luke Hartman now, right fielder. He sacrificed a run in the first inning. Was out second to first in the third inning. Takes ball one.
You know what I like about Shaw?
What's that?
He works quick. Notice that?
He does bring it in quick.
He works quick.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Does not waste time.
The way it ought to be. Moving back and throw it right past him. That's good too. Pizza looks pretty good down here.
Everything looks good.
Fouled off towards my car. That one stays in the stand, and an unlucky youngster has an easy catch up there. Three and two to Hartman. He falls off. Yet another.
That line is going to be there at right field until the end of the game. I guarantee it, or at least until the bus call for the buses are.
It'll still be there tomorrow when we come for the.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Actually, this is the first of 2 Education Day games that the Silver Knights will be playing, and they've got to go to Lynn tomorrow morning. Line drive, Blandini comes in and makes that catch. Yes, Nashua will be at Lynn tomorrow morning at 10:30 if you want to drive down there, Robert. I will not make that trip.
You're not going to make that trip. I got to talk to you about your commitment there, my friend.
Exactly, no doubt about it. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. First 3 up, 3 down inning. No, second 3 up, 3 down inning.
Second one, yes, sir.
We played 4.5. It's an official game here at historic Holman. 6-0 Martha's Vineyard.
He said throw. Oh, we have a winner. Good job, girls.
Hey fans, if you want all the latest news and exclusive deals from the Silver Knights, you can sign up for our email newsletter by texting Silver Knights to 22828. Again, that's Silver Knights to 22828.
Tip of the hat to the staff here, too, that invents these various different games. We've got away from the, usually we include the traditional put your head on the bat and spin around and then try to run to someplace or other. That's still a staple, but we've come up with some brand new games here. And some of them are pretty fun. All right.
Oh, let's see you out there in between innings doing one of them next time. Oh, that's what I want to see.
You and me, Tom, we'll go out there and grab it. We'll take a prize somehow or other. We are a prize. Leading off is Bryce Reagan, the shortstop.
Regan grounded out his first time up, looking for his first Silver Knight hit. Struck out 4 times in his debut on Sunday, but he hadn't played and seen live pitching in a month. So this is basically
likely a little rusty.
Yeah, he's just getting back into training.
Yep. Has he been on a cruise or something?
Well, he went down to IMG Sports Academy.
Ah, cool.
So in Florida for the year. So they ended early, and then he's up here.
Ah, cool.
And gets on base on ball 4.
That'll bring up J.D. Funk. Right fielder fouled out to first in his only appearance so far. Funk's in with a runner on first.
Swings at the first pitch and pops up.
Second baseman.
That's tough. You know, I think that you get a guy who just walks on 4 pitches like Regan did. You let that first pitch go by and force that pitcher to throw some strikes.
Throw something at
right,
you.
Instead you swing at the first pitch and you get an easy out.
Well, Ronay had a little bit of difficulty trying to track that one down.
6 runs on just 2 base hits.
Heads
up with the kids in that section, boy.
Oh, that scattered them for a minute.
Yeah, I don't think they even knew it was coming, but they got it. Boy, I'm telling you, they didn't care one bit. I would have been ducking for cover. And,
You and me both, my
oh,
friend.
man. I would have been running. I would have been out of that row in the side. I would have knocked over everybody in my way. Get hurt enough.
You're such a hero.
I get injured enough at this place, you know? God.
Oh, mercy.
Which is low. 2-1.
Want to toss out a...
To Brescia, who has one of Nashua's 2 hits.
Brescia singled his first time up. Made it as far as second base. Shortstop.
1 and 2,
Ronay.
double play. Unassisted,
Over
6-3,
2.
double play.
First base for 2.
So the Silver Knights go down meekly in the 5th.
And that was a...
And he's back. Oh, no, he's back. He's back. Oh.
Okay. Okay. As the dog act continues here. I want to toss out a get well soon. So it's a little slippery out there for the
No
pup.
kidding.
Want to toss out a get well soon to Mary, who slipped and fell here the other evening. She took a pretty good tumble in conjunction with the fireworks. And about the half light in the lights coming back up, she took a tumble over in the section 203. Got a little banged up, but she's tough. She'll live through it. Get well soon, Mary.
Now this time they didn't have the dog go too far and chase the Frisbees, and he had some more help out there to get them. And carrying them off.
Dad's carrying them off.
That's a riot. That is a riot.
Going to chase him around this time.
Yep.
Dog wanted to play.
Now I got a story for you.
Go ahead.
Okay? An animal story.
Uh-oh.
The team gets back from its game against Brockton on Thursday night. And there's a barrel of baseballs in BJ Neverett's office, the manager, okay? Kyle Jackson walks into the office. He's the first one in. He looks down in the barrel. As is a ground ball to Regan. Oh, nice play by Regan.
Play.
And he makes the pick
first.
and the play.
Nicely done.
That's the Bryce Regan that we know of. So Kyle Jackson looks down and sees what he thinks might be a stuffed animal in the barrel of balls. And then all of a sudden it moves. A baby possum.
Possum. I'll be darned.
Was in there.
Brandon
How
Stone.
about that? Fly ball to center. It's taken by Tyree, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher from Oklahoma State University.
That'll bring up catcher Josh Spiegel. Spiegel reached on a pass ball, 3rd strike. And then he fly to left field. There now with the bases empty. Takes outside. 1-1. Oh, lusty swing. In a miss. 1-2. So that becomes a 1-2-3 inning. Welcome change here for our Silver Knights. So no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base.
Gone 5.5 here at Holman. It's 6-0. 6-0 visitors.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, all right, so this is the the famed dance. Something that the Silver Knights have become famous for. And it's interesting to watch the new players here trying to get the hang of it. How do you do this? Okay, the fist pump, we can get that.
The fist pump, and then at some point you got to turn and wiggle your knees.
Shimmy or something or other.
They've added a beat to it that I think that they need to change. See, there's the knee pump, and then you got to turn.
There
they go.
There we go. Yep. Oh, I love it.
And the kids, some of the kids are doing it with it.
Yeah, the kids try to follow that in the stands here.
It was funny. Rick Muntean, the new general manager, back in March, had no idea of that song. I think BJ never told him about it, or someone told him about it.
Yeah, it's a night thing. A night thing. See, we got an Elm Street school here. Elm Street is, with all respect, kind of all over the place here.
Everybody's all over the place here.
Well, now as you talk about it, Elm Street's in sections 108 and 107. That would be way down at the left or the third base side. And 208 and 207. Kind of, they must be down at the snack bar at this point, because they don't see a whole lot of folk over there in those two sections to our left here. Elm Street has got a large contingent here. This is Amherst Street. Amherst Street didn't have to take a bus here. And we'll get back to our ball game here. Silver Knights are up with the Silver Knights. We have
no runs, 2 hits, and 4 errors for Nashua. 2 balks.
Costly box at that.
Costly box and a costly pass ball.
Nicely caught.
Boy, I'll tell you,
Spiegel.
You know, these aren't even close to being loud outs.
Nah, we haven't. Well, just the double.
No, I'm talking about Nashua.
Yeah.
Not even close to being loud outs.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
They just don't.
Texas. The 2 hits have been Texas leaguers.
Yes, exactly. Don't seem like they're here. But that's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time. When's the last time you heard a broadcaster say Texas League singer?
It's been a while.
Been a while, huh? That was in the 70s and 60s. You heard that all the time.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I knew what they were. I was
sure.
I was in grade school and high school then. Junior high and high school then. I heard of it. Well, little flare out to the outfield, Texas Leaguer. In between the shortstop and the incoming outfielder. Heads up down by the concession area as it lands right next to everybody.
Well, as a teacher or as a chaperone, I'd be cringing every time I hear that bat.
There's the loud out, if it's an out at all. That could be gone.
Struck.
It is.
It is gone.
A 1-2 pitch and a home run for Nick Biddison. Finally, something to cheer about.
Yeah,
the Silver Knights.
I'd bring some cheers. Pedersen isn't a very big guy. Very big
No,
kid
he's
at
not,
all.
and he's also
he
a
got
high
him.
school grad who's playing here from Virginia.
He-
They get out early down there because they start earlier. High schools start earlier in August down there, so they get out earlier. And he's going to Virginia Tech next year. I mean, in the fall, and Virginia Tech sent him here.
All right, brings up Tyree. Luke Tyree. Fly to center and is out. Second to first.
Base hit.
That's through into the right field. And that was solid. That was a solid hit. Maybe we needed just to talk about the fact that there were two Texas leaguers.
Right.
All of a sudden, we found some lumber. That'll bring up Teddy Bodette, first baseman. Bodette flied to right and grounded out third to first.
That could
is going
be
to be
a hit.
trouble. Nice scoop
play.
at
Oh, man,
first.
he
Nice
is-
scoop by Romero
Yeah,
at
exactly.
first. 5
Good
to
charge
3
at
and
third and a good scoop by the
Yes,
first
sir.
baseman, and you've got two outs.
Put a star next to both of those.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Kyle Maurice, the designated hitter, will be the next Silver Knights batter.
Ryan Berardino.
So, Berardino.
Ryan Berardino, who's not in the lineup today, and pinch hit for Maurice, I think.
Yeah, looks
that
like
the
it.
case?
Yeah, looks like it. Berardino, 17. Yeah.
Yep. He's giving the day off, but he's coming in. So you don't lose the DH. Berardino
No,
will
he's
probably
'cause he's-
stay in that spot. They want to run.
Might as well. They got nothing to lose.
These games are always decided in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings, it seems. And BJ Everett, knowing that, wants to jump on Shark starter Sean Babineau while he
giving
can,
up.
while he's still out there and probably not as effective as he was through the first 3 or 4 innings.
Giving up 2 hits. One a big one. A bit of some.
Nashua's out hitting Martha's Vineyard now 4-2. And that may get a run home.
It's into center field. Here comes the runner.
Cut
and
off.
He is home. He's
Well, Tyree's got speed.
excellent. So Tyree scores.
So Berardino with the pinch hit,
Berardino comes in.
base hit, and it's 6-2.
Now batting, the second baseman from the University of Houston, number 3, Tyler.
Tyler Littlefield steps in now. Runner on first. Silver Knights still got quite a hill to climb here. It's trailing 6-2. Fly ball to
Fly
center
ball to
field.
center, that'll do it. But I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
Robert, you had some loud outs in this
We
inning.
looked a little better this
Yes.
inning, so
Ladies and gentlemen,
maybe there's hope, folks.
2 runs for the Silver Knights. They had 3 hits.
3 hits, one of them a big one.
1 left on base. We have played 5 here at Holman. Or 6. Played 6.
6, yes, sir.
Time flies.
Hey, when you're moving
It's
it
a
up.
6-2 game.
Okay, we have a melee at first base. Looks like we are about to sing something.
This is going to be a seventh inning stretch song. God Bless America, I believe.
God Bless America,
yes.
Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, through the mountains, to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Excellent job.
And I am impressed that they sing that with the lead-in. There's a story that goes with that.
Well, what's interesting is they did it in the top of the seventh rather than in the middle seventh. That's usually
That's
what you
true.
do.
That's true too. Oh well. But the that's a song that was written in 1916 by Irving Berlin on the eve of World War I.
And a lot of people think it should be
The national anthem, yes,
right.
and it could be,
Rather
really.
than Francis Scott. I don't think that'll ever change. Rather
I
than Francis
agree.
Scott Key's song.
It's pretty well established. But it's funny because the song, Irving Berlin wrote the song, and eventually, for whatever reason, it ended up in his files. And along about 1938, radio singer by the name of Kate Smith came along, and says she knew Irving Berlin and went to him to see if she could find a new song for her radio program, and frankly, the rest becomes history.
And of course, Kate Smith's song, God Bless America, became a cult at Philadelphia Flyer games because when they played it, they never lost during a playoff run when they won the Stanley Cup back in, I believe, 1975.
Oh, well, it was a time ago.
And I believe the team, if I'm not mistaken, the team they beat in the finals that year was it Boston?
Was it
Boston in the semis or the finals? I'm not sure.
I can't remember now.
But the Flyers won the cutout. Was the big thing. Kate Smith.
Yep.
God bless America.
Tain't over till the fat lady sings. And for the Flyers that year,
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No.
Kay Nelson is the leadoff. Guy Nelson. Leadoff batter for the Sharks here in the top of the seventh inning. Top of the seventh inning. We're moving along here, folks. Yes, Shaw does work quickly.
With no one on base. See if he slows it down if anyone gets on here. 2-2 the count.
Hope we don't have to see that.
He went. Strike three.
That's strike three. Top of the order now for the Sharks. It's Matt Chamberlain. Chamberlain is flied out, grounded out, and been hit by a pitch. Liner to second. The ground to first, and that is out. Number 2, rather efficient.
Now batting in our sports splits came in from Vanderbilt University, number 21, Tate Colwick.
Short second baseman Tate Colwick steps in now. Bases are empty here. Silver Knights aim to keep them that way. Fouled off to the left. Bounces off of the superstructure here. And the kids are fun. A foul ball is a.
Oh, you kidding me?
It's
That's gold. For them, that's gold.
It's a magnet.
Yep.
Oh, there's one right.
And see, there's the bounce right there. See that?
Yeah.
Ball bounces all the way off the bat, all the way off the concrete or the board behind home plate, and bounces all the way right back to the mound.
Real live board. It seems as though we could design a play, a defensive play, to use that.
Well, I don't think you want to take that chance.
No.
You'd rather strike the hitter out than throw one by him and have it bounce off the board back to the catcher and get the runner at home. Chance that play. I've seen a few of those. No foul. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 the count. 6-2 the score in favor of Martha's Vineyard.
1-2 the count here to Tate Colwick.
So tomorrow, the Silver Knights will be at Lynn. I believe it's a 10:30 start for their education day game because everybody, all the teams are doing it before the schools get out. So this is the week to do it.
Yeah.
And BJ Everett, of course, he's got a day job during the school year. He teaches at Fairgrounds. So Kyle Jackson will be the acting manager. The pitching coach will be the acting manager. Kyle Jackson is 4-0 as the acting manager of the Silver Knights, and if you don't know it, he'll tell you. Regan is short.
Regan's throw is
too high.
Too high. Well, I think that'll go as a hit.
Yeah, probably a base hit.
It was shit. Yeah, I would assume that's a base hit.
Yeah.
Sad. Reagan had to range way over to his right. And we got Jackson Rapper up. Rapper he singled and scored a run in the first inning and struck out in the third.
Ooh, outside corner.
Ooh.
Generous call, but
like it.
They'll
We
take
like it. We like it. Well, the umpire might be good. I wouldn't say that.
Shaw's thrown over once. Martha's Vineyard looking to add to the 6-2 lead. Overcast at Holman, chilly, sprinkling a little bit here and there. Nice curve, and he got it over.
Ooh,
what a break on that pitch.
Sweet, sweet.
Still 1-2. See if Shaw tries to waste a pitch here, Robert. Go over to first. The one request that I think everybody on the Silver Knights has for Shaw is don't balk.
We've had 2 balked runs. 2 of the 6 are balked.
Oh, what a pitch!
Woo!
Whoa, it must have been
high. Yes.
Wow. Must have been high or the break came too late.
Yeah, really.
1-2. Runner goes, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it.
That'll do it. Yes, sir. So for Martha's Vineyard in the top of the 7th inning, No runs, no hits, and one man left on base.
Shaw has retired 9 of the 10 he has faced. Here at Holman, we're in the middle of the 7th. It's 6-2 in favor of the Sharks. 7th inning stretch time. It's okay if you don't stretch, Robert. It might be a little hard for you.
Hell no.
It's getting harder for me.
Actually, I'm only 53. I just been worked hard. Let's see if we can pick up some of our, let's see, Elm Street. Let's see, Elm Street we recognize was in sections 107, 108, 207, 208. Way down, and that's off in the corner that we can't get our camera off to. Amherst Street is pretty much down in front of us. Sections 201, 202, 203. It's going to be down here. That's where I see umbrellas popped up. So maybe some of the Amherst Street folks have elected to find some cover. For them, it's just a short walk across the way to their school. Our other school, Creative Years, a bunch of youngsters in section 104. And I'm guessing that those are the youngsters that are right down in front of us here in section 104. So, super to have all the youngsters here. So leading off the home half of the 7th inning will be shortstop Bryce Reagan.
New pitcher for Martha's Vineyard.
List the number.
Tell you in a second. Matt Braga from Franklin Pierce out of Taunton, Mass. 6'5", 200 pounds. So they got 6 out of Babylon. And 6 pretty good ones.
Good ones, yes, sir. Comment with that. So leading off was Bryce Reagan. Matt Braga tossed 3 balls here, and there's ball 4. 4 in a row. Walks Reagan. Reagan trots down to first base. That'll bring up J.D. Funk.
Ladies and gentlemen, pitch hitting for the Silver Knights from Northeastern University, number 25, Jeff Costello.
Pinch hitter now for the Silver Knights, number 25, Jeff Costello. We hear via the PA system. Costello takes ball 1. Costello's from Northeastern University. visit to the mound here. Matt Braga has tossed 6 straight balls, which raises some concern in the
Yeah, you don't
Sharks.
want to give it away. I know it.
Spencer Bergeron's dad just gave us a wave. And now we'll see if Braga settle down. Scully swings at his next delivery. And misses. 2-1 the count.
Umbrellas are up. But I'll tell you what, though, they got in a. You have these Education Day games, you can get the kids here for 7 innings. That's about their limit, pretty much.
This is true.
But they got it. But they got it in, so that's good.
Yep.
Base hit. No. Yes. Yep.
Drops in. So we have runners on first and second. Things are looking up for you Silver Knights.
The third baseman from Assumption College, number 13, Jared Brescia.
Third baseman Jared Brescia steps in. Brescia is singled and grounded out. It looks like we got some folks that are bailing out here. So long, folks. Catcher Spiegel trots out and get things straight with his pitcher. Perhaps they're a little bit concerned about picking up. Okay. Corrected the count. It's 1-2. That's a bunt laid down, a beauty. Runners get moved over. And Brescia darn near runs that thing out. So a sacrifice bunt for Brescia moves the runners up.
The left fielder from Southern New Hampshire University, number 4, Tom Blandini.
Top of the order now, Tom Blandini. In there with an out and runners on second and third. See if we can bring him in. Schools are beginning to make an exit here. Starting to sprinkle it a little bit harder. Two. Some of the Mount Pleasant kids down in front of us are having a great time, even if they are looking from under an umbrella or two here and there. The kids don't feel the rain. Landini walks. Being careful with him with first base open. At the plate now is catcher Nick Biddison. Biddison's had a pretty good day. He's walked, singled, and homered. The home run coming last inning. Shot over the left field fence. Silver Knights are hoping we can do it again. It's ball two. There's no place to put him. Walks a run. It's as good as a hit. A hit may bring in two. And three inside. Braga takes a breath on the mound. Ball is low. And the walk forces in a run. Biddison gets an RBI. And Reagan comes in to score. And that will be all from Matt Braga. He goes 2/3 of an inning. Brings up a hit and 3 walks. New pitcher. Until he turns around, we'll pick up his number.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Sharks from Tate University, number 9, Tate Hagan.
A new pitcher, number 9, Tate Hagan. Tate Hagan comes from Dayton College, and he's up from Tallahassee, Florida. He's a junior at
Got a question
Dayton.
for you.
I'll try to for an answer.
What did you think of the sack bunt?
Sack bunt? I thought that was...
You think that was the play to make?
Yeah.
He walks the next guy. You give up an out for nothing.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's going to walk the guy, but still you're down 4 runs. Where does the sack bunt really work in?
Well,
I was surprised to see that. I mean, I understand
it's your number 9 batter.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Yeah.
But do you want to give up outs when you're down by 4 runs?
The thought.
Now batting, the center fielder from Marymount
I'd say anything that
University,
move a runner over. So our new pitcher, Matt Hagan, Tate Hagan. First batter he will face is Luke Tyree. Hagan comes in with 1 out and the base is loaded. Swing and a foul off towards our left. 0-2 will be the count. Great attendance here today. And all of the youngsters from various schools around the area. Swing and a miss, and that'll be all for Tyree. First baseman Teddy Bodette steps in now with the bases loaded. And 2 out now. It was pretty well struck, but got a lot of height, but not much distance. Fly to center, and that snuffs out that rally. So for the Silver Knights, there was 1 hit, 1 run, 1 hit, and 3 men left on base.
We have a wheelbarrow race. Let's hear it, fans. Ready, set, go. Oh, and the girls take the win. Sorry, boys.
Wheelbarrow race. Well, okay, that was cool. How many times have each one of us done a wheelbarrow race?
Now that was a golden opportunity missed.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Tyree
indeed.
was set up with the fastballs by Hagan, and then Hagan comes in with the off speed, and Tyree bit.
Yep.
And found there was nothing but air. And then the fly out to center field. So the relief pitching does the job, the third pitcher for the Sharks. And I believe we got a new one for Nashua right now.
That's number, turn around again, son.
I believe it's Andrew. Is this Andrew Roman? Andrew Roman, number 36, I believe. Yep.
Andrew Roman is our new pitcher for the Silver Knights.
Picked up the win, if I'm not mistaken, the other night, or a loss, or maybe a loss in one of the road games. He does have a record. Handy dandy stat sheet that Robert Scott.
We'll pull that right out here, and I'm going to turn it to the right side first, though.
It's the rain has picked up a little bit. It's a little bit more of a drizzle than a sprinkle right now, as you see a lot of the kids with hoods on and everything else, and the umbrellas are still up, and it's a little damp.
So Andrew Roman comes in and to face the Sharks.
Rhode Island
Shark.
Romero. Not mistaken here.
That's what I have. Shortstop. Ryan Renee. He doubled in the first inning to drive in a run.
The only Legitimate. Well, RBI by hit. Run hit in.
Yeah, that's right.
The other two are on ground outs, 2 balks.
Not exactly a stellar performance.
No, giveaway day here at Holman for the Silver Knights. Oh, nice piece of hitting to the opposite field.
Right.
Roman had stayed out there the entire time, and Rene knows it, or knew it, and he gets his second hit of the game.
Luke Hartman is up now.
We're in the 8th. It's a 6-3 ball game. The Silver Knights have made it a game. They've cut into that lead. But they had that opportunity.
Got a big mountain.
With the bases loaded.
Big mountain to climb here in the 8th and 9th.
Didn't do it, yep. And I would think, well, cleanup hitter. I don't know how good of a base runner he really is. Let's see if they try to steal a run. Still some fans down by the right, some kids down by the right field concession stand, but not a lot.
Small contingent compared to what there used to be.
Yeah, the line is finally shrunk.
It was a great performance of God Bless America, and we did not get who the performers were.
I don't know who the school was, yeah. If it was a mix or if it was... I know for the North-South game, they had a mixed contingent of kids sing the national anthem from all the different middle schools.
Cool.
Throw over to first, not in time. Single by Rene is only the 4th hit for the Sharks. This is playable.
This is...
But no one's going to make the play.
It's there.
Hit it where
long chase over.
Long chase for 3 guys.
Yep.
We're in the 8th inning. I'm surprised we don't hear the announcements for the kids to start to get on their buses. They're still in the stands.
Well, there's a bunch of them standing over on the third base side.
They're all standing, Bob. None of them are sitting down.
You don't sit at a ball game when you're
Not
12
these
years
kids.
old, 14 years
no
old.
Kidding.
Stand up so that you can go chase baseballs. Stand up so that you can go run to the refreshment stand.
Well, it goes.
There he goes.
Throw down a second, not
down
a time.
a second. It was way late.
Thought he'd be going.
Rene takes second on the stolen base.
Strikeout, stolen base. First baseman Romero will step in.
Romero's been on once with a walk. Struck out, grounded out the other 2 times. I'm amazed with all the use this field gets. It looks in such great condition.
They've done a great job.
Really.
Parks Rec Department, Nick Caggiano and his crew. All the guys that are here during the day and at night working on the stadium have done a fabulous job with it.
As usual, I might add.
It's been great over the years.
Yes, sir.
Time was called, so it's no pitch. 1-1 to count. 6-3 to score. Leonard at second, 1 down.
Swing and a miss and throw down to second.
But a nice stop by Regan.
Yes, indeed. Off
to save the error.
Short hop.
On the short hop. Nice play by Bryce Regan at second. On a 1-1 swing and a miss. See what Roman has to offer here. Trying to go to the outer part of the plate. They set up inside. Let's see. Just a little low.
Inside, but low. 2-2 now the count. Getting some fun squawks and squeaks from the sound system in left field. I think that was my cruise ship going.
Off speed fair.
Line down just inside the bag.
Gonna get a play here. Throws wide, and it bounces away.
And the runner will take third.
So
Hunter Romero gets us.
You're going to give the RBI and a double.
Give him a double and an RBI.
The line and the error on the throw, allowing him to go to third.
Or a fielder's choice. I'm not sure. Yeah.
No, that's an error on the throw.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yep.
So the hill gets higher.
Yeah. Came in with the off-speed stuff, and Romero jumped on it.
Designated hitter Brandon Stone is the batter.
So it's the second double for the Sharks, and both of them have driven in runs. And you got a runner at third now with one out. Fly ball will get him home.
So number 7 batter, Brandon Stone is. Inside by a little.
Well, Roman doesn't have quite the command of the fastball. So Martha's Vineyard, sensing that, has been able to jump on his off-speed pitches. He's falling down and the count now 2-0. Doesn't get the outside corner. So it's 3-0. To Brandon Stone with Josh Spiegel, the catcher, on deck. It's going to go into the bullpen.
Foul down the left field line.
Yep. Kids area not open today because of the weather and everything else, but probably a good thing.
Yes, indeed. I think probably by design.
Yeah, exactly. It probably would have been open if it was bright and sunny.
Yeah, really. 3-1 now.
Yeah. Tough to see what he comes in with. He comes in with a fastball. It's a base hit and a run.
He's going to drop it into the left field.
Yeah. Fell behind in the count.
Yep.
Gives up the RBI single, textbook baseball right there, and it's a 8-3 game, and suddenly all that close game is no more.
Yep. Catcher Josh Spiegel. Looks down for his sign, steps into the box, and faces Andrew Roman. On first. Ball's in the dirt. The ball 1. Good stop by Biddison.
Runner goes.
Foul ball.
Yeah, they are running on Roman. They've timed him pretty well. See, Shaw worked really quick. Roman, not so much.
They found whatever his tell is.
You can tell the difference in their approach. This time Roman does look over there and throws over. Gonna have to now. You don't want it. You got to stop the bleeding here. With one out, runner at first.
You got any hope at all?
Well, baseball's a funny game. You can do anything
Yes,
anytime,
indeed.
but you want to keep it in. Now some of the kids are leaving. The ballpark is getting a little more empty. Ground ball, it's going to be, no. Regan does a good job to prevent the advance from second to third on that base hit.
Yes, sir.
So a bleeder that goes through. Field hit for Spiegel. And what you didn't want to see was Martha's Vineyard's hits start to add up. And now they are out hitting Nashua 7-6. As Kyle Jackson will walk out to the mound and talk to Roman.
See if he can settle him down for a minute. The next batter is left fielder Kai Nelson. Steps down to talk with his coach at third base. They have a nice conversation with Brandon Stone, who is the Sharks runner at second base. Yeah, everybody back to position. Here's Kai Nelson. Number 9 batter.
Ooh, inside.
Ooh, the ball's
did it hit him?
It hit him.
Evidently, I didn't think it did, but evidently it did. And now you got the bases juiced.
Now batting, the center fielder from the University of New Haven, number 6, Matt Chamberlain.
So Chamberlain will come up with the bases loaded.
Top of the order comes
in. In a way, that may help him because you get a force at any base. So ground ball back to the mound, you can go 1, 2, 3 with it.
Hope springs eternal.
Infield back looking for 2. It's outside.
High and away.
Action in the Silver Knights bullpen. Can't tell who that is from here. You need a bullpen cam, you know that?
That's true.
Yeah.
Binoculars.
Yeah, oh, I got those. I just didn't bring them. I figured your beady eyes would catch everything though. Outside again, 2-0, and Roman just doesn't quite have it. You can tell.
He's struggling. He's struggling he's struggling the same way that Langdon did to begin with. Apparently, it's outside.
Why not pitching the contact is just what you don't want to have happen.
Presume this will be over.
Attendance today for the Silver Knights, the announced crowd, 2,135.
Wow. Big crowd. There's a walk.
4-pitch walk. 9-3 in the. So that is
11 in the bullpen.
Nick Coig out of Boston College, 6'1", 180, sophomore out of Falmouth, Mass.
So at the plate now is Tate Colwick.
So Coig at the plate, Coig in the bullpen. So the Sharks with 3 in this inning to break it open. Ball gets by the catcher.
And a run scores.
Yeah, why would you score that? A wild pitch or a pass ball? Looked like it was right at him.
The way it bounced, it had to have been very low. So that's the 4th run this inning. Runners move up. We got runners at second and third, and 1-1 count.
10-7-0 for the Vineyard. 3-6-5 for Nashua.
5 is a big tell right there. It's hard to win games with 5 errors.
5 errors, 2 balks.
Yeah.
Couple pass balls, couple wild pitches, all sorts of stuff that just didn't go right for them today here in the 8th inning. Still 2 innings up to try to catch up.
Tough day at the ballpark.
Runners at second and third now with 1 down. So you lose the force, swing and a miss. And that'll be the second out.
Enough for the second out. This is the 9th batter of the inning. This is Jackson Rapper.
Now batting, third baseman from Catawba University, number 3, Jackson Rapper.
Swing and miss. Ball low.
Boy, he can't get a called strike, can he?
Boy, he can't. Struggling.
Whoa.
That's high and inside, and
there's that bounce back.
That's a bounce back.
Any other ballpark, that's a run.
That's a fortuitous bounce back. Do we use fortuitous in broadcasting?
Don't use those big words. I'm a sports writer. Don't use those big words.
I'm the son of an English teacher. My God, they're ingrained. Thank you. I tried.
Swing and a foul back.
Oh, there it comes again, right back. Love it.
Swing and a miss, and that'll do it mercifully.
That finishes that inning.
But the Sharks pick up 4 runs. They had 3 hits in the inning.
2, 3 hits.
There was a hit by pitch.
It was 4 hits.
There was a wild. You're right, 4.
4 hits.
4 hits, a walk, a hit by pitch, and a wild pitch. All sorts of fun here at home. It is 10-3 as we go to the bottom of the
Well,
inning.
we like to show off a number of different things here at beautiful Holman Stadium. Sun-drenched Holman Stadium, one might add.
Not today.
Some days.
More drenched than it is sunned. As the rain is, well, when I was out there, it was, you could tell. Look at the concourse.
Yeah, it's
very damp.
getting shiny down there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a misty rain right now.
We still got a pretty good group of youngsters over at
There's a few left in the park.
205, yeah. Some in 205 and some down in front of us here in 105. That would be a 203, 202. The traditional Sweet Caroline. Go down to second. And this should be Ryan. Ryan Berardino. He came into pinch hit last time up and promptly singled. Bernardino, that's going to be trouble, and it drops in. Can't call that the Texas Leaguer.
Now batting, the second baseman from the University of Houston.
Single just over the reach of shortstop Ronai. So Bernardino is 2 for 2. Brings up Tyler Littlefield, second baseman. Still looking for his first hit of the day. Takes low, ball 1. One now. Most of the schools have left. We're looking around here at teachers and chaperones who are trying to collect the last lost sheep of the herds that they're trying to shepherd here today. Big swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Full count. Full count now to Littlefield. Bernardino gets away from first. All ball. We'll do it all over again. And that's high for ball 4.
Now batting, the shortstop from the University of Texas, number 20.
So the first 2 batters reach. As the Silver Knights try to make up a 7-run deficit. Bryce Regan will be the next batter for your Silver Knights. He's walked twice. Scored a run last inning.
Wow. Tell you, you get a 10-3 lead. You don't want to walk people. You want to put the ball over the plate and make him hit it. And he does right there.
Oh, that could be trouble.
Yeah, just go to first.
Go to first, whether he did.
He threw to second.
Yeah,
it would have been
the runner to score it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Nashua, they wish he did throw to second.
Really. 1-3. I doubt that would go as a sacrifice either. He wasn't intentionally trying to put that down. So we have Jeff Costello came in to pinch hit in the last inning and singled.
Oh, that's right. Yep. So he's already 1 for 1.
So with 1 out now, there's that second and third. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Swung the ball too. 2 runners on, and if it was a 6-3 game, we'd be pretty excited about it.
This would be, right now.
That's not
right
now.
It's okay. Well.
Ooh, inside. Oh, I think that fooled the umpire a little bit. That might have had the corner. I don't know. 2-2.
We'll take it.
Hits are even at 7. Errors aren't. It's 5-0 in favor of Nashua, unfortunately. That's going to drive in.
Drop in. That'll dry. Yes, sir.
Yep, they're going to hold him up.
Oh.
Smart move by BJ Neverett. I think that was smart, shallow hit. So the base hit for Costello, who's 2 for 2, gets the RBI, and it's a 10-4 game.
Yes, sir.
So Binnison with 2 RBIs. He had a homer and he walked with the bases loaded.
Jared Brescia now. Third baseman. He laid down a bunt in that last inning. Moved the runners up.
And 2 players who didn't start the game, and Costello and Berardino have an RBI.
Yes. Brescia takes strike 1. This is still Hagen on the mound, right?
I believe so.
I must confess, I didn't look to check his number when the inning began.
Well, how many left-handers did they have? He's 3 in this game. 2. You're watching Nashua Silver Knights baseball here on NashuaETV. Tom Kinwell with Bob Bates, swinging and miss, strike 3.
Tough looking third strike.
Now batting the left fielder from Southern New Hampshire University, number 4, Tom Blandini.
Top of the order now, it's left fielder Tom Blandini. Blandini has walked in 4 appearances. And he fouls one back over our heads here.
It's a nice move by the Silver Knights to let season ticket holders like yourself go upstairs with all the kids in the crowd today.
Indeed.
Open up the luxury suites. They treat you guys pretty well, don't they?
As a matter of fact, I've been impressed with over the years. That one's fouled back as well.
Rick Montine, the new GM, has continued that tradition, valuing your season ticket holders. I liked the ring ceremony, allowing the season ticket holders to give out the rings. That was sweet. I thought that was a nice idea.
Yes. Although I wasn't one who was selected.
How did they do it?
They did it on a lottery.
On a lottery?
Yeah.
Wow,
They
interesting.
took the season ticket holders and somehow or other drew them all as a lottery.
Yeah, ball to
So
second.
it goes over to second, and that finishes the inning. 4-3 for that final out, and for the Silver Knights. Knights pick up a run on 2 hits. There were 2 men left on base. And that finishes the 8th inning. We go now to the top of the 9th inning. Attendance has diminished considerably here, folks.
2,135 the announced crowd. Maybe 25 of those fans were over the age of 12.
Well, there were some of them that were well over 25 up in the suites.
We got those double.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Silver Knights. From Boston College, number 11, Nick Kuhig.
So Kuhig is on the mound now for Nashua. Nick Kuhig steps on the mound. He's warming up in the bullpen last inning. He'll finish up the 9th for the Knights.
Call for your attention, coaches, please. Now catching the Silver Knights from Quaker Pierce University, number 6, Dylan Jones.
New battery altogether here for the Silver Knights. Dylan Jones is the new catcher. I have that right. New catcher is number 6, Dylan Jones. Listed as an outfielder on the
behind the plate.
Roster, yes.
Yeah, he got some guys who can play multiple positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if Martins Vineyard has any pinch hitters as Jay Mendez goes over and is consulting with the home plate umpire. Jay Mendez, the manager for Martins Vineyard. The Vineyard will be back here at Holman on Monday night. And then Nashua returns the favor and goes down. There was, the possibility that they would have had to reschedule this if the weather had been really bad and try to do it early next week and see if they could flip-flop dates with Martins Vineyard maybe, but that didn't have to happen. They got this game in.
Yes, indeed.
Which is big because it's a big crowd for them. Last year it was rained out and postponed by a week, I believe. Yeah, they couldn't have done it more than a week, so by a week.
Yeah,
they would have missed school.
Yeah. This at the plate is pinch hitter at the plate.
Hathaway?
Yeah, Hathaway is a pinch hitter.
And he's a pinch striker outer.
Okay, now let's.
Now batting for the Sharks from Post University, number 25, Mike Lisanicha.
So the announced batter is number 25, Mike Lisanicha.
Easy for you to say.
Well, I went down and did my homework. I went down in the dugout and I asked.
Oh God.
Pardon me, but Lisanicha.
Oh God.
Swings. I got to throw it off now.
Oh, please.
Swings and misses.
Throwing me up here.
Well,
well, that's
with
that,
all
you
respect,
know what that is? That's what you should do.
That's
but you know what that is in you? That's the public address announcer.
Well, yeah, because I did.
You need to do it either way, but still.
Yeah.
Public address announcers always do that.
And I still like to do it, even doing this.
Oh, that's exactly. You should. I know exactly.
Yeah.
But that's.
It doesn't take. It takes a minute or two, but you get to meet the players. You get to meet the coach. I call it part of doing your homework.
Oh, please.
I'm sorry.
Strikeout.
Strikeout.
We got 2 down.
No, we got 2.
Now batting from Nicholas Collins, number 31, Kyle Duchard.
Kyle Duchard is the pinch hitter. Kyle Duchard. Bouchard, check that. Kyle Bouchard.
He is a good rip. That's going to go for extra bases. It could go all the way. Nope.
Gapper.
Bounced to the wall.
That's a gapper.
Swung at the first pitch.
Kyle Bouchard's a big boy. He takes him a minute or two to get down to second base, but he needed to hit that a long ways. Good hit.
Bouchard out of Nichols. For Cam Cook, who had played third base for 2.5 seasons, or a season and a half for Nashua. Cam Cook. Junior out of Fall River.
Looks like another pinch hitter, number 20. Is that number 23?
See as soon as he swings. 29. Chase Mescolo out of Wake Forest. He's from Wake Forest. My guess is he didn't play his freshman year. He was redshirted. Who knows? Wake Forest, the school that Grant Levine is headed to, or was going to be headed to, but now taking in the 42nd pick overall, second round of the Rockies, I would imagine he'll go pro. Money is too good to pass up at that high.
I certainly would if I had the chance.
Where Regan, who's going to Texas next year, the shortstop, told me the other day that he told the scouts, well, actually, he told the scouts it's going to take a lot to sign me because I want to go to school. He can't wait to go to Texas. He loves the tradition.
Really?
Down,
Cool,
yeah.
cool, good.
They have a lot
good.
of tradition down there and everything else. He cannot wait to go down there.
If he continues to do well, he'll only increase his value.
No doubt about it. Pitch outside. It's 3-2 now.
Chase Mascolo.
Got him.
Okay.
So that'll do it for the Sharks in the inning.
No runs, no runs, but one hit, one man left. And at second base. So we go to the last of the ninth inning with a large mountain to climb. In this lovely day at Holman Stadium.
Well, I'll tell you, Mother Nature, she didn't do too bad of a job. She held off the heavy rain, or not the heavy rain, but the steadier rain until the later innings when a lot of the kids had to leave.
Yep. There's still a good group of kids here.
Lock down the great seat for an upcoming game now. Don't forget, visit NashuaSilverKnights.com.
And you know, folks, I'm going to have to put in a plug here for the Silver Knights. You know, this is a great evening's entertainment here, or afternoon's entertainment, as the case may be. The Silver Knights play an early schedule for most evenings so that you're home by 9:30 or thereabouts.
Yeah, you are.
Well, except for some of us who have to
stay right and
earn their living at that hour.
Yeah.
But it's a great evening's entertainment here. You come out for some good baseball, some interesting baseball. Sometimes it isn't good baseball, but it's always interesting baseball. And it's always fun to just gab with your friends here, and you meet a lot of friends here. We've picked up a whole bunch of friends in our time here. My wife and I have been season ticket holders for a number of years now.
This is year number 8.
And how many of them have been won by the Silver Knights? How many?
In the first 7 years, they've won 4 championships.
Not too tacky.
And last year set an attendance record for their franchise with over 1,400 fans.
14. At an average of 14.
Yeah, average. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we have number 5 at the plate.
That's 6.
Number 6. Well,
Dylan Jones.
Dylan Jones. So that's where he went in the order.
Came in to catch for Biddison.
Dylan Jones is the catcher.
Yep, came in to catch for Biddison, so he's up.
He's top of the order now. Oh, for Biddison, check that. Not top of the order, but batting second in the lineup.
Silver Knights, after this, hit the road. We said they'll be in Lynn tomorrow morning. Then they go to Bristol on Thursday. They have Friday off. Back to North Shore and Lynn on Saturday for a night game. And then are home for 2 games. Next Sunday and Monday and Wednesday. And in between, they go down to Martha's Vineyard. Vineyard's back here Monday night. And the Silver Knights return the favor by going down there on a week from today on Tuesday. So you get to see Martha's Vineyard
several times.
3 times. By the way, the rain out on Mondays, it would be made up of as a twilight doubleheader. 7 innings each on July 12th.
Yes.
And I believe they're starting at
6 o'clock.
Yes.
What I saw.
Yep.
Foul ball down the first base. Down to the first base coach. Fields it flawlessly. Kevin Jones fouls off another. He's standing tough.
Standing tough against the Vineyard's new pitcher, Connor Hall. From Marymount.
Another Marymount player.
Yeah, where Tyree played. And that's popped up.
Yeah.
Playable and caught.
Caught by the shortstop. One eye.
Now batting from Tulane University, number 18.
So Jones pops to short. And that brings up. No, that wasn't. We have 18. Andrew Gorham is the pinch hitter. Takes ball 1 outside. Wipes off the bat.
Ground ball to second. Nice play.
Nice
and he
play.
throws it away.
it
A little too much of a circus there.
Yep. E4. I imagine that many of the fans that will be listening to this understand what an E4 is. It's an error at the position of second base. Second base being position number 4. I haven't got time to go through the rest of them, but someday we'll do a tutorial. How's that, Tom?
That'll do.
And at the plate, scheduled is Teddy Bodette. And I have not seen a number yet. Thirty.
24, I think.
33.
Is that Joyce? That's Joyce. Tom Joyce. Thomas Joyce, the first baseman out of Merrimack.
Yes.
Here last year.
Hauls it off his ankle by the looks. Outside, ball 2-2 the count. That was a strikeout.
From Bentley University, number 17.
So the Silver Knights are down to their last out.
That mountain gets real high to climb now. This is number 17, Ryan Berardino again. He's two for two. That's a strike 1. Ball trickles away from Spiegel, the catcher, but not far enough that Gorham can advance from first base. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Umpire puts that ball back in his bag. Might have been just a little bit muddy.
Wonder if they'll put the tarp on at the end of the
line down to third base.
Do it. Yes, it does, and that'll do it.
Wow, that was arguable at first, but that'll do it.
Close.
5-3. Good.
So that'll
play,
do it here at Holman Stadium. The Martha's Vineyard Sharks jump out to a 6-0 lead, and they end up cruising to a 10-4 win. Kids will run the bases now. That's why a lot of these kids are still here. Kids will run the bases, I believe, at the end of this. But that's your final score, everybody. Martha's here on Education Day on the Education Station in Nashua. The final, Martha's Vineyard 10, the Nashua Silver Knights 4. Robert, it's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure indeed working beside you, my friend.
We'll do it again.
Tip of the hat to Tim.
Yep, Tim O'Neill on camera. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. For Bob Bates, I'm Tom King. Take care, everybody. We'll be back on the air with more Silver Knights baseball next week.